Hello everyone, how you doing? I'm Ian Petrella, aka Randy Parker, and welcome to the first edition of the Facebook email video Q&A. So thank you once again for all your questions, and let's get right into it. Uh, like I said, this is our first experiment. We're trying something new, so we'll see what happens. If it works out, great. If it sucks, then I'm never gonna do it again. But let's just get into our first question right now. That's it? You're done? No more for you? Huh? Thought you were gonna do this with me. Really? All right. Well, behave yourself then. All right. Our first question comes from Bill Conkling. Ian, why doesn't Melinda Dillon ever get involved with the Christmas Story activities? To be honest with you, we don't really know why. We've tried to get in contact with her in the past to see, if she wants to get involved. She's always declined, said no. It could be for various reasons. It could be, she's still a working actress. She's still, acts a lot, so she might have to be on set somewhere. But either way, it's just one of those things. We just respect her wishes, and if she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't want to do it. We're not going to force her. Maybe we can get her for the 30th. I'm not sure. Keep your fingers crossed. Anyways, moving right along to our next question is Chris Samerda, and he asks, do you remember if you followed the script word for word? If not, can you recall a scene that you had a chance to ad-lib a little or made up on the spot? Well, as far as following the script word for word, I mean, Randy didn't really have that many lines anyway, so I think there was a total of 3. So it wasn't, the memorization was not hard at all. You would pretty much block the scene out, and then the script supervisor would just walk up to you and go, "There's your line. Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie. Got it? Good. Action." But as far as ad-libbing, yeah, I mean, a lot of the actions, a lot of stuff, Bob would give us a lot of liberties to come up with stuff, on the spot if we wanted to. For instance, the Mama's Little Piggy scene where Randy's sitting there and he's got that plate of mashed potatoes sitting right in front of him, and there's a fork and a glob of potatoes right on top of that fork. That was something that I did. I just was screwing around, on the set, and Bob saw it and said, "No, no, no, just leave it. That's funny. We'll leave that." So that was an ad lib. Also, the Christmas morning when we're opening up presents and Ralphie and I get a pair of socks and we look at each other and chuck them over our shoulders. That was another thing that was ad lib because, I mean, that's what kids do, during Christmas morning when they receive clothes. They chuck them over their shoulder and move on to go find some more toys. I remember doing that with my cousins every Christmas when we would, get together and open up presents. So there you go. There were 2 scenes that were ad lib. And there's a ton more, just can't really come up with them right now. The next question is from Jesse Yoist. Question: was it food poisoning or something else that made you ill during the time you were shooting the leg lamp opening scenes? If it was food, do you remember what it was? Yes, I remember getting food poisoning. That did happen right after the Mama's Little Piggy scene. Irony. Go figure. And I don't know if it was exactly the food from the set. If it was the mashed potatoes and the red cabbage mixed together under those hot lights, and that's what got me sick, or if it was the fish and chips at the commissary that I had that particular evening. Either one, but I did get sick, and there are quite a few scenes where you can see Randy's face, which looks very ill and very pale, as Dad's going through the crate, throwing the Excelsior and trying to dig up his major award. So, and last but not least, our last question is from Sean Smiley. Do you ever get sick of this film? Do you ever feel like you need to be away from it? Are you going to have kids and get them into acting too? I'd like for my son to follow my path. I'd feel great success in that. I'm not sure if your opinion varies from mine. Well, first off, do I ever get sick of the film? No, I don't get sick of the film. That's why I'm trying to dedicate, as much time as I possibly can to it right now. So I've definitely embraced the film. There was a long period. There was like almost a 20-year period after the movie where nothing ever happened with it. So I didn't really do anything with it. It wasn't until the 20th anniversary rolled around that I was able to, me and the rest of the cast were actually able to embrace it again, all over again. Do I ever feel that I need to get away from it? I've never exactly. Yeah, I think at one point in time there was, but I didn't really want to have anything to do with it. But I think that was just because it wasn't that I was sick of the film. I just wasn't really sure on what to do with what I had. Now I'm starting to, come up with better ideas of what to do. And for instance, that's, trying to get the movie put back in the theaters. I have a goal now. So it's definitely, becoming a lot more fun for me to actually embrace this now that there's something to do with it as opposed to just being in it. Do I ever plan on having kids? I don't know. We'll see. Enjoy the practice of it. If I do, would I get them into acting too? Hell yeah, why not? You know what? If I do have kids and they decide that they, come up to me and say, Dad, this is the industry that we want to get into, and I'm in a position where I can help them out, then yeah, I'm going to do that. If it's something that is their dream and it's what's going to make them happy and become positive adults in life, then why not? I mean, I have no problem with you know when a celebrity helps their kids get into this business, because you know what, that's what parents do. They help their kids out even if they suck at it. Still, you gotta help them out, man. And but yeah, and I also feel that because I'm in this business and I've seen the good side and I've seen the bad side, and I mean, I kept from going crazy. I definitely think that I would be in a position to help them out and keep them from going, cuckoo as well. So yeah, and like you said, Sean, you would get great success if your son followed in your footsteps. So there you go. Our opinions don't really differ that much. So that concludes the email portion of this little segment. So thank you for sending on all those questions. Keep them coming in. Like I said, keep them coming in, and I'll try and do this every week. If it works out, if I don't like it, like I said, I'll never do it again. But here's to hoping. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that has emailed in and sent in all their leads for theaters for this year. Me and my PR guy Tim Bendig, we've called everybody, and it's been a pretty good response. So I can't say which cities and which theaters said yes at this particular time. We're still waiting for just basic concrete confirmation, and I'll go ahead and post everything up as soon as possible when I know it, as soon as possible. So just keep your eye out on the Randy Parker page and the Ian Petrella official fan page. Okay, and like I said, thank you once again, and I do know that we have a lot more surprises that will be coming up this year. So stay tuned and possibly see you next week if I decide to do this again. Thank you. Bye. Stay. Stop it. Stop. I need you. Okay.